So welcome, everyone. We are so excited to see you all again. But more importantly, we're so excited for all of you to meet each other. The fellows and I, we have been waiting very patiently and getting very excited for today to get started. And I'm really excited for all of the ways that you're going to encourage each other over the next 6 months, fall in love with each other, really support each other through your progress. Okay, so with that, I'm going to get us started and let me share my screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen okay? Yeah? Okay, great. So, well, I should introduce myself again. I'm Yuki. I think I met almost everyone on the call, but just in case I haven't met you yet, my name's Yuki, and I'm the director for our program. And I'm joined by all of our fellows and of course, by all of our amazing participants today. I'm so excited about this amazing group of people that we brought together. We have 5 teams working on 5 really important and incredible projects in their communities. So yeah, I'm just very excited for us to start learning together. So our goals for today are going to be pretty basic. This is very much an orientation kind of call. So our first goal, very easy. We're going to try to learn each other's names and learn each other's interests, where we're coming from and what motivated us to come here. The second goal is to review our program expectations. So what is it that we're trying to accomplish on this program? What is it that we need to do in order to be successful? And then our third goal is to practice the ABC mindset. So you're like, what is the ABC mindset? Let me tell you. Okay, so the ABCs are our VIA discussion ground rules. So when we're in discussions with each other, how should we engage? So A stands for active. Okay, use your voice. We encourage you to come off of mute. Use your body language, really like lean in to your conversations. Use the chat function. You can chat with each other, and you can also use the reaction buttons at the bottom. So you can send each other like a heart emoji to encourage each other. The second one, B, stands for brave. Okay, so we really encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone. Try things that maybe seem a little bit silly, right? Maybe things that make you a little bit nervous. This is a really encouraging, warm community, and we will never laugh at you. We will only laugh with you, I promise, okay? And the C stands for curious. So if there's something that you're curious about, ask questions, right? Take ownership over your own learning. If you're reading about something on our online platform and you want to learn more, do some research and then come back, tell us all what you learned, right? We want to learn from you. Okay, and this is our agenda for our call today. So I'll tell you a little bit about VIA as an organization. We'll ask each of you to share a self-introduction, very simple one. We'll give you a quick overview of the accelerator. We'll have a fun icebreaker game. I'll show you a tour of our Launchpad online platform. So this is where all of our curriculum lives online. Then we'll have a small group discussion about what are your intentions for coming to this program? What is the mindset that you want to bring to this group? Then we'll take a group photo, a silly one and a serious one. And then we will have some workshop time at the end of the session. All right, any questions about our agenda for today? Feel good, okay, great. So a little bit about VIA. So we are a nonprofit organization. We've been around since 1963. So, you know, we've had a lot of different kinds of programs in a lot of different countries. We have over 10,000 alumni because we've been around for such a long time. But even though we've run a lot of different kinds of programs, over those years, our vision has very much stayed the same. So we're here to nurture an interconnected community of change makers in the US and Asia. So we see that reflected here. We have an amazing group of change makers from the US and Asia represented. And I want to highlight this word, interconnected. I think from the very beginning of VIA's history, we have believed in the power of human to human connection, right? When we connect with people who are very different from ourselves, and we learn to care about them and love them and support them, we can really make a kind of a transformation in ourselves. And that individual transformation can then impact our communities, impact our countries, and then impact the world. So, we really believe in this power of human to human connection. And I'm really excited that all of you are joining this 60-ish year history of change makers from across the world. And you're joining this really large network of alumni. So welcome. Okay. So I also want to talk a little bit about the goals of this program in particular. So as I mentioned, the first goal is to connect with change makers in other communities and sectors, of course, to learn from each other, but also encourage each other. We know that the work that all of you are doing is really hard, and it's easy to get tired and frustrated. So having a community of people to encourage you, knowing that you're not alone in this really hard work, can be really helpful. The second goal is to practice using project development tools to take your idea from this, kind of vague idea stage to the implementation stage. So 6 months from now, you'll have a very concrete plan for how you're going to implement your project, who you're going to implement it for, and how you're going to communicate your vision. Okay. All right. And we also wanted to share a little bit about this cohort, amazing cohort. So we have 5 teams this year, really incredible group. Our first team we'll share about is Team We Are One. They're based in Myanmar. Team We Are One, can you give us a wave? Wave at the camera. All right. Excellent, cool. So they're really focused on promoting a sense of inclusion for religious and ethnic minorities in the community. Really excited to learn more about your work. The second team we have is Team One of Us. Can you give us a wave? There we go, hello. And they're really focused on creating equal opportunity, a sense of inclusion for people with disabilities in Myanmar. We have Team Son CR. Can you give us a wave? There we go. Nice to meet you, Sui. Okay, I didn't get to meet you before, so I'm very excited to meet you. And so they're based in Myanmar, but also one of the Ryan here is based in England for right now. So they're a very international group. So thank you for being awake. I think it's like 1 a.m. for you. And they want to build an education tech platform that makes education accessible for all kinds of people across Myanmar. We have Team GZ Youth. Can you guys give us a wave? Not a hug, a wave. Okay. All right, so Team GZ Youth, they are also an international group based in Myanmar and Thailand, and they're focused on youth leadership development. And last, but certainly not least, we have Team Mind Project. Can you give us a wave? Uh-oh, mildly disappeared. Okay. So they're focused, they're based in Bangkok, Thailand, and they're focused on creating a tool to promote mental wellness and reflection. Okay, so those are our teams. We'll get to know each other a little bit more intimately in a moment. We also have 7 fellows. So the fellows are here to provide feedback on any of your deliverables, kind of facilitate our calls, support our discussions, really anything that will be helpful to you. They can also connect you with people if there's a certain kind of person that you want to connect with. And our fellows, fellows, can you give us a wave? There we go. And we're missing one fellow today. She's sick, but She'll join us soon. So we have 7 fellows. We're in the US, Myanmar, Thailand, and we live across 4 time zones. So it's very challenging sometimes. 6 of our fellows are actually alumni, and 2 of them are alumni of this program. So Mazen and Style, who can't join us today, were in this program 2 years ago, and now they've come back to serve as fellows. Amazing. All right. So quick bit of housekeeping. The call is being recorded, but the recording will be kept private. It's going to be posted on our Launchpad platform. But if there's any concerns that you have about being recorded, just let me know privately and we can figure out a solution. If it's possible, please keep your video on. I think it really helps you to stay engaged, and it also helps other people know, how to respond to you. If you could rename yourself to your name and your team. So for example, I'm Yuki and Via, or it could be whatever your team names. That would be really helpful. And then the last housekeeping item is listen to your body. So that just means if you are feeling a little sleepy and you need to stand up and stretch, please feel free to do that. If you need something to drink, if you need to go to the restroom, listen to your body, do what you need to do, okay? The call is being recorded, so if you really miss something, you can always come back and check, okay? Does that sound good? All right, so with that, I'm gonna pass it over to Carrie.
Thanks. So we're gonna get started with a round of introductions. So what we're gonna ask you to share is just your name, the team you're with, your location, and then something you love. And if you hear that you share a similar love or the same love as what was mentioned by one person, I'm going to invite you to use the reactions with a heart or a thumbs up or celebration, or to type into the chat, me too, so you can get to know a little bit more about people. So I'll just put that in the chat so people can see. So I can get started. My name is Carrie. I'm part of the facilitator team. I'm currently located in Hawaii in the United States, and I really love to cook everything. So I see Yuki likes cooking as well. Can swap recipes. And then I'm gonna pass it on to someone else. So I'm going to pass it to Laura next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Laura. I'm with the facilitator team as well. I'm currently located in Berkeley, California, so just a little bit north of San Francisco. And I really love to go for long walks. Excellent. All right, I'm going to pass it on to Moon.
Hello everyone, my name is Hay, but you can call me Moon. I'm from GCSU, and I am leader of GCSU team leader. I am currently in Pahang Township, Yangon, and I like to do when I'm free. I'm always drawing. That make my mind to be full. Yes, another one is Hillian.
Hi everyone, my name is Hillian. You can call me Hillian. I'm currently in the Township, Nai region from Myanmar. I'm from the GCU, and I really love to draw digital art. This made me feel relaxed and peaceful. The next one is Andrea.
Hello, this is Doyle. You can just call me like John. I have an English name. I'm from Jesus Youth members, and I'm currently living in the Lasho, northern state of Myanmar. I love to play the pianos, and yeah. Let me call to someone. And Anjali, or if I call wrong, let me Anjali. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So my name is Anjali and I am from the team One of Us. And I'm currently, I used to live in Yangon, but I am back for my personal case at my home in a small township in Mandalay region. And what I love to do is I love to read and I love to eat and I love to go on trips. And yeah, and I also love to watch sunset very much. So yeah, thank you. And I will choose the next person from my team, and that is Nyatana.
Hello, everyone. Very nice to meet you. This is Nya Tandate, but you can call me Tanda or Nya Tanda as you like. And I am currently at 8.5 mile Yangon in the Yangon Township. And I love gardening and taking care of my plants and seeing them blooming with flowers just make me so happy. And I'll pass on to Eagle.
Hello, nice to meet you all. My name is Aiko. I am from Team One of Us, and I currently live in Chaudada Township, Yangon. And I really love to read books, and I love to watch the stars. Thank you so much for all. I will pass it to Masuyi Yamenko.
Hello everyone, my name is Sui Yamenko. I'm from Team Songzia. I'm currently living in Yangon, Myanmar. I love to read books and coffee. Thank you. I'll pass it to Chantijo.
All right, nice to meet you all. I'm Champion Joe, you can call me Ryan. I moved to Sunderland a month ago. I'm currently in England. I think I love thinking because my hair also turned into the white, you know. So I love thinking. Okay, nice to meet you. And I moved Liz. I think yeah, Liz.
So this is Yenya too. So you can call me Lex. So I'm from We Are One Group. Currently living in Yinjiang, so it's near again. So all right, for me, the most important things I love to do is traveling, but current situation can't do that. So now currently I'm watching the travel video of vloggers on Facebook. Thank you. So my next person is not in my project.
Okay, hi, hello everyone. My name is Nat. I'm located on Bangkok, Thailand, and the thing I like about is sleeping. Actually, today is quite a little bit morning for me, but it's okay. And another thing is like I love cafe hopping, and coffee is like one of my favorite things. And nice to meet you all. My next person is Newdy from my team.
Hi, my name is Maya and I'm from Thailand. I'm from my project team, and our project team is like to help people with mental health and help like living happier. So yeah, and what I like to do, I think I like cats and dogs, and I have 9 cats at my home right now. Yeah, and nice to meet you all. Thank you. So I'm gonna pass to the next person, but I'm not sure like who are the people that haven't like introduced yourself yet. Okay, so I'm gonna pass to Toon, right? Toon.
Yes, that's correct. So hi everyone, I'm Chun. I'm one of the facilitator teams. So I originally came from Thailand. Right now I'm in Hawaii for holidays. I'm gonna go back to Michigan again soon. And when I have free time, I enjoy all kind of outdoor activities like skiing, rock climbing, hiking, or whatever. So nice to meet all of you. I'm gonna pass.
Soon, I think we missed who you were passing it to.
Oh, Aria. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Toon. Hello, everybody. My name is Aria. I am currently in Concord, New Hampshire, which is just north of Boston. And I am loving all of the things that you were saying. I am resonating with all of it, from sleep to walking to gardening to reading. I love it all. So very excited to be here. And I will pass it on to Hannah.
Thanks, Aria. Hi, everybody. My name is Hannah. I am in Minnesota, which is by Canada, but in America. It's very cold, kind of by Michigan, where Toon is from. And what do I love? A lot of people said coffee. I do love coffee. And I like to read. And I like to eat. Nobody said they like eating yet. I love eating food. I don't know if anybody else is in that boat, but yeah, I will leave it at that. Maybe Mason, you want to go next?
Hi all, I'm Maison Nawa. I am one of Beer Fellow, and then really nice to meet you all. I am from Myanmar as well. I love a lot of things that you said before, and I love to read a lot. So I think I will pass it to Yuki.
Thank you. So I'm Yuki. I'm from Japan, but I live in California, in the United States, and I'm part of the VIA team. And I really love, like Carrie, I really like to cook food, but more importantly, I like to like feed it to people. And when they enjoy my food, it makes me really happy. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, this is hard. Who has not gone? Suzanne, have you gone?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Suzanne Wei, and you can call me Suzanne. I'm from Tim Songzio, and I'm currently living in Yangon. I love to watching romance movie, and especially Korean movie. And honestly, I was so sad because my team didn't mention me. Thanks, Yuki, for mentioning me. I was waiting for my turn. Okay, that's it. Really nice to meet you all. This time I want to, I guess it's really difficult to find a person who haven't introduced yet. Okay, I guess two. I would like to pass this to two, yeah.
Uh, okay, thank you so much. My name is Tu Nanda. I'm one of the teams of We Are One. Currently, I'm living in Molemyang, Myanmar. So the things I like to do is like, watering plants. I like the smell of the ground, and I enjoy seeing, the green things. So I just want to enjoy the nature. So I think that's what I love doing. And I'm gonna pass it on to my team, Tony.
What's up, guys? My name is Tudase, and you can call me Tony. And I'm from the team We Are One, and I'm from Myanmar, but I'm currently in Thailand. And I do really love coding, yeah. And I think everyone has their introduction. Anyone who haven't done, please. Okay, I think everyone has done their introduction. Yeah.
I think everyone has. Thank you so much for sharing all your answers and all your loves. It was really fun getting to know a little bit about your interests, and I saw a lot of people, saw a lot of likes, a lot of hearts, and so thank you for sharing that. And we'll get started with our next section, and I'm going to pass it to Hannah to do
that. Thank you so much, Carrie. So Carrie and I are going to go through the program expectations for the accelerator program. If you have any questions at all, you can put them in the chat box while we're talking, and we'll get to them at the end of the session, or you can hold on to them and you can ask us when we're done presenting all the expectations, and then we can talk about it, okay? So don't be afraid to ask questions. But I will start. So the first expectation we have is that this program uses a flipped classroom model. In a traditional classroom, you would learn new content, new lessons when we gather together and then do reflections and activities, homework related to that content on your own time. But in a flipped classroom like this program, you're going to have readings to read, videos to watch, and reflections to do, usually to write, but I bet you could draw for all the artists out there. I'm already making exceptions if you wanted to do on your own time. And then when we gather during the week, we'll do activities related to that content that you've already explored, okay? So if you think about it in a very literal sense, homework first, study first, group work together, reflecting on it second, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. So the first expectation based on that is that you come prepared, having done the previous week's assignments in order to get the most out of our time together. Yeah. The second expectation is that you are active. It's funny that I'm presenting this because I talk in a very like, my voice doesn't change. I just kind of talk in the same tone. But be active. During our time together and on the Launchpad online platform, don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts in the chat box, to unmute yourself, to comment on other people's work, to provide feedback, all of those things. And yeah, reply to each other. Okay, Carrie Suhu, your turn.
Okay, thanks. So our third expectation is just reflection is key to learning. Every week, you'll have several assignments to complete, either as a team or individually. You'll also have the time to an opportunity to reflect on everything you're learning, seeing, and doing over the course of the week's activities. So this reflection is really important to retain information and also make connections with new information and other things that either have happened in your life or are going on in your life. So keep on reflecting. The fourth expectation is to be open to giving and receiving feedback. During the program, you might be asked to share things before you feel like they're ready or perfect. But this is a wonderful opportunity to get early feedback and encouragement from your team members and also the rest of your cohort and us. So we hope that you feel comfortable sharing your own feedback with others, because they're probably going to ask for advice. I know I will. And then finally, take care of your mind and your body. Yuki already mentioned that earlier, but we really want to stress that you are important. And so if anytime you feel tired or frustrated, go ahead and put down your work and just recharge your battery. You have to take care of yourself in order to best serve your community. So whatever that might look like, it could be taking a walk, calling a friend, drinking some tea, or it sounds like some coffee or stargazing maybe, and to make sure to get a lot of rest and sleep. Okay, and then I'm gonna pass back to Hannah to go over some program completion requirements.
Thanks, ma'am. Okay, so this comes up every year, so we're gonna try to go through it now, but if you forget anything that we say, you can always ask me, I'll just tell you again. So at the end of this 6-month program, you will receive a certificate. You'll get a lovely, I don't know, it would be a sheet of paper, but it's going to be online, a lovely PDF, right, Yuki? Yeah. That says this person completed this program, and it's signed by Yuki, our fearless leader, and Kazuto, who is the head of all of VIA. It's very official. So, but you have to do these things first in order to get the certificate, which are complete all of the deliverables in the online platform. So all of those assignments that are marked as like, you have to do this one. Are there optionals, Yuki, this time?
There are not.
Okay, so do all the assignments and all the works. Attend all cohort calls, which is what we're doing right now. You're already succeeding immensely. If for some reason you're sick, you can't join the call, or you're just not feeling up to it and you need to take a rest, like Carrie just mentioned, we need at least one person from each team to be on the call, but the best practice really is to just communicate it. So even if you tell your team member to tell one of the fellows to tell Yuki, okay, hey, I'm not going to make it to this call today, just let us know. Usually makes things easier. And you will all present a speakers series session and attend other team sessions if you can. So it's not each person presenting on your own, but each team presenting. Don't be nervous about that, by the way. And then, yeah, like I just said, if there's an unavoidable issue, let us know and we'll work with you to find a solution. And if your internet's not working, we are understanding of that. Just let us know after the fact when it's working again or something like that. Okay, so there's that. Okay, Carrie, you want to do questions?
Okay, so what questions do people have about the program expectations or program completion requirements? Feel free to either unmute yourself or write it in the chat.
Yeah, hi. From I'm Mile, and my question is that can you go through a little bit of the expectation of the program, like what you expect from we participate in the program? Okay.
Do you mean the specific assignments?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or any other points that you expect from us, like apart from this one?
Yeah, so I will share a little bit about the specific assignments that are part of the program in a moment. But I think these are kind of the general program expectations. So, do all of the assignments for the next week so that you're really prepared to be a part of the discussion and be active, take time to reflect. And give each other feedback. So be a full part of the cohort and take care of yourself. I think those are the kind of general ones. And then I'll talk about the specific assignments in a little bit.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mild. What other questions do you have? Oh, great. I think it might be too late. Sorry, Hannah. Okay, well, if you have more questions later on, please feel free to reach out. And we're gonna go into our icebreaker game. So I think this is Aria.
Yes, so everyone, we will kind of get the energy moving a little bit. I know that we got a lot of important information and it's a lot to take in, but this will be our sound ball icebreaker. So what this is, I have this ball, right? Boom, boom. It's a sound ball. Basically what it is, I'm holding it, right? And I want to pass it to someone. So when I do that, I'm going to make a sound. I might go, woo, right? And pass it to someone on this call. And then when I say that person's name, they're going to catch the ball and make that sound. And then they're going to make a new sound like, yeah, and pass the ball to someone else. And we're going to go all around until everyone has won at least once. If you can put your cameras on, that'll be great. If you can't, that's also perfectly fine. What we're going to do is we're going to unmute ourselves and everyone who has went will mute. So after you go, you'll mute yourself just to know who has gone. So I will start and I will show an example with the team here. So I'm going to give my first sound. I'm going to go, eh. So I'm going to say, Yuki.
Tune.
Not.
My. Hello.
Hello, meow. Moon.
Okay. Meow. Okay. Tony.
Wow, Liz.
Wow. Hi, too.
Hello. Whoa, 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 whoa. I would like to call to Carrie.
Whoosh. Let's see, Angelique.
Ouch. Ouch. Liz. Is Liz done? Okay, so I have to find another. Oh, all right, Miatana.
What did you say?
Ouch.
Ouch. Okay, ouch. And then boo boo. Maybe eagle.
Ooh. Whoa, whoa. To Hannah.
Well, what I'm gonna say, rat to Laura.
Rat from Hannah. Mason. Woof, woof, woof.
Woof, woof, woof. Laura and to Angeline.
I think I've done it. So do I have to do it again?
Yes. So to Sui.
Sorry, what the sound? I forget.
The sound is
Okay. Okay, I will pass it to oof to Suzanne.
Oh, the okay, difficult to find the sound. Meow, and I would like to pass it to Tony.
Tony is down.
And sorry, then Nat. How about Nat?
I already done it.
Oh my God, sorry. Then Chanvi. Chanvi from our team.
I think meow, right? Meow to it's, I don't know who pronounce it. I'm from Jesus. Wow. Let do or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
But you can call me Guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. The song is.
What sound did you? Meow.
No.
Just
no.
meow.
It's Julian.
What? Sorry.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Okay. Just yes from Chen Picho. Okay. Good labs. To helium.
I think I made here. I wanna invite someone who let Hannah.
I already went. Who is? Can you raise your hand if you didn't go yet? Maybe.
I feel like everyone might have gone.
All gotten
Oh,
good.
cool.
Good.
So Hannah,
first
you get to be the
round.
last one.
Oh, what was the noise? Oh no.
Oh,
Suzanne,
Suzanne.
did you go?
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys are asking. How can I say that? You guys are asking. Well, the other lady gone out. I'm going to say that at my place, the other lady has gone. Sorry, I guess I misunderstood.
No
Oh,
worries.
you are completely fine. We are just saying noises. So I know Helium, you had the last noise. If you wanted to say that one more time, and maybe Suzanne could repeat it back to us.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to. Understandable. Okay, then yeah, I think we went full circle then. So this was an interesting activity. First, congratulations. You all did very interesting noises and you all seemed very happy. There were laughs and giggles and smiles. So why did we do this, right? So the reason why, one, we're all either in the morning or the night. So, we need a little energy. But another reason is because I want to see how many of you are kind of, looking around, seeing what other people are saying, recognizing each other, listening to each other, really getting that community and team feel, because that's something that you will have throughout this entire next few weeks. So kind of getting more familiar with names, people, and also feeling comfortable and maybe being a little silly, because that's definitely a big part of what we're doing, is being okay with being a little, yeah, just a little silly. I can't think of another word right now. But how do you all feel, either with the reactions or comments or unmuting yourself? Kind of give me a thumbs up, middle, thumbs down. Like, how are you feeling right now? Okay, we're getting a few thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay, that's what I like to see. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very late at night here. Wonderful. Great. Great. So yeah, then I will pass it on to Yuki to move us forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Aria. That was really fun. And, I think it is good sometimes to be silly and to know that, nothing goes wrong. Like, we're just having a good time, just silly. Okay, cool. So I'm going to, now that we're a little more awake, I'm going to share a little bit about our online platform. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Oops. Maybe. Okay, can you see my screen? Yeah, okay. So right now I'm pretending to be Suyi, so please ignore that. So if you log into the accelerator, I know some of you have already logged in. If you're having any issues logging into the platform, please just let me know and I can help you get logged in correctly. But this is the dashboard. So this is the main page that you'll see when you log in to the platform. Okay, and so right now there's only one tile here, also called a track, and every week we'll publish a new track for you. But if you click on this one for this week, you'll kind of see what is the expectation. So as Mild was asking. So here we have a lot of different things, a lot of different actions to take for this week. So if you click on one, it will open up. So the actions will be on the left-hand side, and then this action will open up on the main page. Okay, so the first action for every track or every tile every week is going to be our agenda, our PowerPoint, and also the recording of our all cohort calls. So if you aren't able to make a call, you can always come back here to see what you missed. Okay. The second action in the track for this week is called Navigating the Launchpad. So this will give you a little bit more detail on how to use this platform. So I won't go into it in detail, but you can always come back and refer to this page. So it tells you about the different buttons that are here. There's some videos to watch that will help you navigate. And then there are also some other kind of buttons that I'll tell you about. One thing that I'll highlight is the notifications. So you might want to set up your notifications so that you get an email if someone responds to something that you posted, because it might be feedback from one of your cohort members or from a fellow or from myself. And then there's more information here. The last video is about how to set up the online platform on your phone if you would prefer to access this on a mobile device. Okay. The next action is talking about what is an action. Okay, so you'll notice that some of them have these blue eye symbols next to them. Some of them have these green check marks. The blue ones mean this is really just helpful information to read or watch, but you don't need to do anything. The green ones, on the other hand, are what Hannah was mentioning. These are assignments that you need to complete before next week. So when we join our call next week, you should have done all of these. Okay, this will tell you kind of how to complete an action. So you'll see here on this action, there is a little square where you can write things and you can hit complete. You can post a picture or a PDF or a document if you want to upload a document. And you can also change the visibility. So if you set it to everyone, all of the cohort can see. If you set it to my team members, so say Moon posts something, then only the people from GZ Youth can see that post. And if you set it to admins only, you want to keep it secret, only Yuki and the fellows will be able to see, okay? Another thing I want to show you, so some people have already started getting into the assignments. Another thing you can do, if you really like something that someone said, you can do a thumbs up. You can also respond to people's comments and then just hit comment, okay? All right, the next action here is our course syllabus. So Mile, this might be where you want to go to look at what are some of the more specific expectations of the accelerator. So this will kind of talk about program goals, expectations, course materials, and then here you'll see all of the specific assignments that you'll be expected to complete. We'll be releasing these just 1 week at a time so that you don't get too overwhelmed. And if this formatting isn't working well, you can also click on this link, okay? Any questions about that? Just want to pause. Okay, keep going. So we have our first action that is a green check. So this is one that we need to complete before next week. So we're going to ask you to complete a quiz. It's just 15 minutes and it talks a little bit about what are some of your strengths. And so after you complete the quiz, there's some instructions here. So in the space below, share any interesting insights that you had, so you can write those in. You can even upload your results if you really want to, and then you just hit complete. And it's from an organization called Via Character Strengths, but it's actually not us, it's a different organization. The next activity is another individual activity. So you'll watch a video and then reflect on one of these questions. Sometimes our actions will have extra resources here, so you can always click if you want to learn more, okay? The next action for this week is actually a team activity. So the previous two were individual activities. This one is a team activity, which means if you are Ryan, for example, you only have to submit this once for your whole team. So your teammates, Suyi and Suzanne, you don't need to do anything if you don't want to. And if you're like the kind of person you're like, I really want to just check off, I finished it, then you can hit complete. Okay, so only one person needs to complete for the team. But if all three of you want to write something, that's also okay. It's totally up to you. The next assignment is team introductions. So tell us a little bit about your team. You can see we have some posted already, and you can learn a little bit about all of our wonderful fellows. And then our last one, again, is an individual action. So each person on your team should submit a reflection. Every week, we put together a couple of questions, different questions, just to jumpstart your thinking, but you don't have to answer these questions, okay? These are just for inspiration. If there's something else that you want to write about, that's great. Whatever your reflection is wonderful. Okay, so that's a little bit about Crew, or we call it the launch pad. Does anyone have any questions about the activities for this week, how to use the launch pad, anything else? Okay. If you have any questions, you can always send me a signal, chat, or send me an email, whatever it is. Okay. All right. Wonderful. I think we're doing pretty well on time. I'm going to pass it over to Laura. And I think we're going to do our small group discussion.
Excellent. Thank you, Yuki. So as Yuki mentioned, we are going to do a mixed small group discussions. You will be placed into breakout rooms with a fellow, and we would like for you to essentially answer this question: what mindset do you want to bring to the program? So we have listed about 6 different mindsets. Of course, you are not beholden to any of these 6 mindsets. I'll give you a minute right now to read them over. Yeah. So here we have risk-taking mindset, growth mindset, self-compassion mindset, an empathetic mindset, creative mindset, and a holistic mindset. So in your small groups, we're asking you what mindset do you want to bring to this program. And so what you'll do is, number 1, you'll first introduce yourself to your teammates as well as your fellow. And then number 2, you're going to answer this question. And then afterwards, when we come back into the main room, we're going to do a quick little debrief. So yeah, Yuki, whenever you're ready, please send the folks into the breakout rooms. All right, so on your screens, you should be seeing a join breakouts little toggle. And so if you want to click join, you'll be able to jump into your breakout room.
And Mal, we trade, discuss, and also learn about mindsets. We conclude like that we have to connect every mindset, all of the 6 mindsets. Yeah, that would be great. And then we talk about that what we love to have in that mindset in the futures of our life. Yeah, that's one thing. Then we talk about our background, and also we talk about our cat. Also, one of our Mile has 9 cats, and we also managed to try the cat party. Yeah. Yeah. That's all we discussed in our group.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Yuki. We definitely talked about cat parties. So if you have a cat, please feel free to bring it to our next group meeting, because we are of no shortage of cats here, apparently, in our cohort. Yes, and Yuki has a cat for sure, Jojo. So hopefully they'll make an appearance at some point. But yeah, thank you, Sue, for volunteering for our group. Do we have another participant from one of our other groups? I believe we had like 3 groups in total, 4 groups, 5.
Okay, maybe start with my group with Carrie, Sue, and Eiko. So we just talk about the expectations, and we think all of them are important, but we have some common personality that we think that it is like quite important, which is the empathetics. Since I think recently, like there are a lot of stress in our community and society, and every people have their different experience in the past, so they might have different perspective about their viewing or perceive the world. That's why I think our solution might not fit with them, and we might not know them enough to give them like, hey, the solution for their problems. That's why I think if we understand better about people, in this case, we can like have empathize them and help them get through their problem by themselves. So I think that is might be like a better solution to just don't judging other people, just understand them that hey, they are different from us, something like that. And we also talk about several kind of things, like Harry live in Hawaii, so I just asked her that, hey, do Hawaii people eat Hawaiian pizza, something like that. So I just talk like several things off topic, but it's a good conversation to know each other a little bit more. Yeah.
Thank you, Nut, for sharing. Yeah, for sure. It's as much as important as it is to, talk about the content of our accelerator, it's also important to build these connections. So yeah. Carrie, can you confirm if Hawaiian people eat Hawaiian pizza or people from Hawaii eat Hawaiian pizza?
can confirm that some people do and some people do not. I am on the side that I enjoy it though.
Thank you, Nat, and thank you, Carrie. Can we get 2 more people to share from their groups, please?
I would like to go. We had 4 people in our small group, me and Mon and Hannah and Tune. And we talk about my own mindset that I will bring to this program. And Mon talked about the same. And he also introduced us about their program, their project initiatives. And he talks about how challenges and risks he faced. And he also showed us his artworks, which is really cool. And yeah, and we also talk about other things like about my concerns for this program. How are we gonna proceed our project after this program or something like that? Or like we can start our project by during the program. So yeah, Hannah explained me everything that I needed to know. And we also talk about June, like she was waiting in her airport for the flight. And yeah, we had like some small chat. So yeah, that's all.
Sounds like it was a very productive conversation. Hopefully Tune is able to make it back to Michigan safely.
I hope so. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Anjali. Thank you, Tune, and the rest of the group. Do we have one more participant from a different, I think we have what, Yuki, 2 more groups or 1 more group to go?
I think there were
Who would like
5.
to volunteer from our group?
Okay, thank you, Mason.
So in our group, there's 4 people, and from Susan, Mason, Anwar, and Kian. So I noted that when the two group project is the same, so based on the how can I say that education started. So so they discussed about that when the coatings or like that. So how well you said it, that's like that. So we say that when power outage, electricity outage currently happening in our country, so that how well you deal with that one, just like that. And so for me, our how can I say this one? Where we generally we always change mindset of inclusive. So we would like to branch off inclusive. So do this program. So so that is all for our team, our group discussion.
Thank you, Liz. Yeah. Do we have what, 1 more group to go before we move into our next activity?
Anyone from my group
Yeah.
like that?
I'm from area room, and we have 3, Troy and Ryan and me. And surprisingly, we have one thing in common. We have the growth mindset, and we all have the growth mindset. And like the other common thing is, we expect networking from day 1. Like we expect to expand our network in day 1. We all have common that expectation, and we talk about something. What do we have on our mind? What is the great thing happening in our week or something like this? We have fun in that room. Yeah.
Thank you, Tony. It sounds like in all of our groups, you all just had a really good time, which is excellent, because that is going to be what our next few months are going to look like. VIA is just always a wonderful place for people to get together and talk about our really interesting ideas and really begin to build friendships. I consider my fellow fellows to be some of my closest friends. And so hopefully, as time goes on, we get to build these friendships, or very organically. And so with that being said, we're going to move into our next activity, which is a group photo. So if you all can turn your cameras on, that would be excellent. Feel free to fix your hair, check if there's anything in your teeth. I know I ate before this, so there's probably something in my teeth. But yeah,
everyone is moving.
Sorry, everyone's moving. Yeah, we all have to fix our hair. yeah, we'll give everyone a moment to situate themselves, and then we'll take 2 pictures. The first one will be your traditional smiley picture, and then the second one we'll do a funny one. All right, folks, are we ready? Thumbs up. Okay, excellent. All right, I'm gonna take a picture. Ready? 3, 2, 1, smile. I'll take one more for good measure. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, and then we'll do a funny one. So feel free to make a pose that you feel like making. All right, ready? Funny one. 3, 2, 1. All right, one more. Another funny one. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, everyone. Thank you for participating in our family photo. I'm going to pass it on to Yuki for our 30-minute workshop.
Okay. Awesome. Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay. I'm always failing at this technology. Okay, how about now? Yeah, okay, great. So at the end of all of our all cohort call sessions, we're going to do something called workshop time. And so that just means you can use this 30 minutes-ish in whatever way is going to be most useful for you. So some people might want to use that time to meet with their team, meet with a fellow, or ask me questions, or maybe you just want to do some networking, right? Kind of, oh, who was it? Who was mentioning networking? I can't remember. But yeah, maybe you just want to like meet some random people, or maybe you want to play games and just have a good time, okay? Whatever it is that's going to be most useful for you, we encourage that, okay? So office hours, if you're not familiar with that term, is just a time to meet with me. You can ask questions about if you have a question about one of the assignments, you can ask me any personal questions that you want. You can say, you know, I'm having this challenge with one of my team members. How should I approach this conflict that I'm having? Anything at all, I'm really happy to chat with you. You might also want to join a game room. So a fellow will be in there. They'll be organizing some fun games just to kind of have some laughs. You might also want to join a networking group. So if you want to join that, when I open the breakout rooms, you can just click the one that says Mixed Team Networking. Feel free to get some coffee, pretend you're in a coffee shop, enjoy yourself. And then the final one will be team co-working. So you can be with or without a fellow. So if you just want to be with team SONCR, you don't need a fellow, you just want to talk with your team about what you want to do next, you can kind of pick the one that says, or if your team mind project, you can pick the one that says no fellow. And if you want a fellow to join your room, you can join the room that says mind project with fellow. Okay, so take some time to think, what do you want to do? And your group does not have to be all together, right? So if 2 of your team members want to go play games and one team member wants to talk to me about something and one team member wants to, well, I guess two team members want to work together on their assignments or talk about something else, then that's also totally fine. Okay, so think for a moment about what you want to do with the next 25 minutes or so, 20-ish minutes. Okay, everyone feel good? Know what they want to do? Thumbs up. We have 1 thumb up, 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up. If you're not sure, that's okay too. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna open the rooms. So you'll be, this time you won't go yourself. Sorry, this time you won't go automatically. You'll have to choose which room you want to go to.